Hi everybody, I'm Laura. Welcome back. This video is going to go up on both channels. This is, I'm going to craft with you today. I am not going live because I went live on my main channel. So for those of you watching this on Rambling Brambles Vlogs, it took so long for YouTube to process it that I lost like a bunch of, not necessarily the watch time, but because that channel's monetized, I didn't get monetization for the first like 17 hours. It took that long for it to process. So, and I have a wicked migraine. So I'm just going to go ahead and record this and put it up on both channels. So what we're going to do today is first I'm going to get my hair kind of in a bit of a braid so it's not getting in the paints. I joined Magnolia Design Co. because I wanted to have a discount. It's not like other companies. Other companies, you have to meet a certain requirement every month. You have to do so much. You have to buy so much. With this company, you only have to have pay your website fees, and that's it. But I get a huge discount, so that's a plus. What we're gonna do today is in the live stream, I did a T-shirt. Very first time I've ever stenciled on anything. And I didn't grab a drink, but that's okay. And I stenciled on this T-shirt from the Dollar Tree. I am enough. And when you do these stencils with the inks, you have to let them dry for a while. And then what we're going to do today is we are going to put parchment paper inside the T-shirt, and then we're going to put parchment paper over top of the T-shirt. I have my iron on about medium, which is where it needs to be, and then we're going to iron it for 4 minutes. So I'm going to get that ready. I'm going to put you down onto the where you can see this, and I'll bring you back in a second. Okay, that's about as safely as I can get you to this. And I'm just going to take my iron and I'm going to apply this. And we are going to iron over this for about 4 minutes. And then we're going to flip this over and iron from the back side, having the parchment paper on both sides. And I'm not going to have you watch me do this for 4 minutes, so I'm going to pause you. Okay, it's been 4 minutes on that side. I'm going to turn it inside out. I'm going to place this on a towel for this part because I don't want that laying completely on the table. This is going to be a little more difficult. I'm going to just kind of turn the shirt inside out and make sure that where the stencil is, let me see if you can see that, is laying flat. I don't know if you guys can see that. But the stencil part is laying flat, and I'm making sure that the parchment paper under the stencil is also flat. And now I'm going to use this to heat set this side for 4 minutes also. And I'll bring you back. Okay, so I've done 4 minutes on each side. I've turned off and unplugged my iron. So we're going to remove this, get it out of our way, and see how that turned out. t-shirt up. Get that out of our way. Let me shake out the shirt. Fold this over so you can see it. And there's how it looks after I've heat set it. That looks so much more crisper. And this is done with Magnolia Design Co. stencils and their inks on just a Dollar Tree tank top. So there's that. I like the way it turned out. That was the first time I've ever done that. Now I don't feel so worried about ever doing that again. And let's get that out of my way. What we're going to do next is we're going to play around with, and my table is really hot, so I'm letting it cool a minute. These are the inks. I only have black and white for now. So we're not going to mess with any of these today. We're just going to use the chalk paste. I think we're going to use some of the magnolia green. We're going to use some of the, let's see, this I think is candy apple red. My glasses are right here. I'm going to need them now. Candy apple, and this is daffodil. I absolutely love daffodils, so one of my favorite flowers. And this is pansy. And I also have in chalk paste white and black. You can tell chalk paste from the inks because chalk paste has a black lid. Inks have white lids. So I have some of the wipes. I have out the squeegees. We're going to need those. And we are also going to use this board that came with my set of knives I got at Christmas time. That's cool enough. We're going to get this out of my way. And stencil we're going to use, and I took a notebook, a 3-ring binder, and I put all my stencils that would fit in these sleeves. And what we're going to use today is this on this board, and we're going to use some colors. So I'm going to get that out. And I'm having a landslide, as usual, because I have a tiny little place. This is Whisper. Now I'll put butterflies on it. That way I know which side is the sticky side, you know, the shiny side to put this back on, and which side is the regular side. I also have my fuzzing towel because this is brand new. I've never used it. We have to fuzz it a little bit because if we don't, it is going to stick too much to this board, and when I try to peel it, it's going to stretch the stencil. So we're going to take the stencil off the backing, lay it down, and just do this a couple of times. I'm always picking up extra fuzz, but that's okay, it's not where I need it. Boy, that is still super duper sticky. Let's do it one more time. I'm afraid that is too sticky. Alright. That feels much better. If you get these, you can use a disinfectant cloth and prolong the life of your sticky back. And we're going to line this up on this board. We're going to press out any air bubbles. And because I need to use a couple of these more than once, I'm going to get out a wipe real quick. Let me make sure that my water, okay. I wanted to make sure there was water in my sink. I'm going to back you up so you can see this whole thing, I hope. Well, I'll have to move it a little bit as we go. All right, the first thing we're going to do is get all my colors open. I've used pansy. I believe I used black. No. So I'm going to get these colors open. I'll be right back with you. Okay, everybody, this is the first project we're going to work on. This says, whisper, I love you to a butterfly, and it will fly to heaven to deliver your message. Now, the words are going to be done in black, and the butterflies are going to be done in pansy, yellow, and red. And I'm going to do the words in black because of the different colors in the board where the words are going to be. Once you start one of these, you kind of want to move pretty quickly because you don't want this to be too dry too quickly. So I'm going to put a couple of blobs on here. Now we're going to just squeegee this in. And I can take my ink where I goofed right there, or my paper, and wipe this up. And wherever I've made a mistake, I can come back later and wash this up because this is not ink. It is, in fact, chalk paste, and I do have this board pre-sealed. So it will clean up. I sealed it with Mod Podge. You can use Mod Podge. You can use the clear coat, which I used on my next project. I may not have needed as much as I put on here. This is actually spreading quite easily. Yeah, I didn't need quite as much. We'll put some back in the tub. The black will stain the green part of this. It looks like I have all my letters. I swear every time I sit down, he calls. The next color, I'm going to go ahead and close this because chalk paste will dry out, but all you have to do is add water. The next colors I'm going to add is going to be, the purple, and my liner came out. Use a bigger squeegee and just start coloring in. I was trying to hurry, guys. Sorry. And I'm just going to do a couple of butterflies. And I went ahead and finished it while he was on the phone with me. He was only on the phone with me for a couple of minutes. I kind of hurried him off the phone. I felt bad for hurrying him off the phone, but you know what, guys? It's life. When you do caregiving, sometimes life happens. And it is what it is. I'm going to scoop the excess off. I'm not going to worry about, unless there's big blobs, I'm not going to worry. I'm going to get a clean wipe because I'm going to use this again. cover this, and I will go through later and wipe this down. I'm going to grab my yellow. And I definitely want to make sure my fingers are clean because they're not. Get me a little bit of yellow. And if the colors mix on my butterflies, that's fine. They do have some that look like paintbrushes that are squeegees, and I'm thinking of getting me some. For small details like this. I think I want one more big butterfly to be yellow, and then one more small butterfly to be yellow. I think I'm going to do one of these butterflies up here yellow. I'm going to wipe this off real quick. Close my yellow up. And I'm going to grab my red. And real quick, I'm going to do my red butterflies. If you're doing a project and it starts to dry out, you can mist it with water to wet it back down. That's why I was kind of hurrying, and then he called and interrupted me. But I kept working while he was on the phone, so hopefully. And I'm kind of wanting these butterflies to be kind of wispy looking, so if they don't fill in all the way, that is kind of the effect I'm hoping to get. Go ahead and peel this. It still looks pretty wet. I'm going to peel from the top. I really like how this turned out, guys. I'll let you look at that while I put this in water real quick. I wish the purple butterflies stood out a little. Oh, they look really good in the camera, though. Look at that, guys. I will definitely be putting pictures up, and I'll put pictures on the in the camera also when I edit. But isn't that pretty? I love that. That turned out really well. The very top of my whisper didn't show up, but that's okay. And I will come in and I will clean that up, because with the chalk paste, as long as you don't clear coat over top of this, you can come back and wash this off and reuse the surface as long as the surface is sealed to begin with. So I'm going to set that aside and let this dry. And we're going to go on to this one. I'm going to pause you and get the next one we're going to do. Okay, guys, this is what we're going to do. And I'm also going to have this hanging down probably from the one side. We're going to just go ahead, get the backing off. 5x7 canvas that I have painted black. And then I left it kind of distressed looking, and then I clear coated it with Rust-Oleum 2X clear coat that is matte finish. And I'm going to get this kind of lined up on here. And I want to bring it up as far as I possibly can. And that looks pretty good. So we're going to press it. Oh, you know what, guys? I did not fuzz this. And my fuzzing mat is being used to dry. So I'm going to fuzz this on my pants. I'm wearing a pair of sweatpants. You can fuzz on sweatpants. If you have a fuzzy couch, you can do that also. Okay, it's nowhere near as tacky as it was. Woo, that was close, guys. That was really close. Now, just like a little piece of paint, chunk of paint underneath. There we go. That feels a lot different. I'm going to do this mostly in white, and I'm going to do the flowers in purple. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this part done first. I'm not worried about doing my leaves in any particular color. So I'm going to go ahead and do my leaves in white also. So we're just going to come in really close to the flowers. And because this is boho, I'm not worried if it's a little bit messed up because it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Just going to get a dab. The rest of that can all be purple. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we have all that colored in. And then I'm going to wipe our new rag out. Get the ink off that so we don't have ink. And then I'm going to get the purple. And we're going to grab some of that on a small piece of a squeegee. Get it all spread around. These projects don't take long to do. Sometimes it takes longer to do the surfaces, you know, if you're getting your own surfaces prepared, because sometimes surfaces are expensive, or you can find something at a yard sale or a thrift store and you just want to repaint it to give it, you know, a fresh look, and that's fine. And another thing, you can take tiny bits of different color chalk paste and you can like mix colors. This is my life. All right, I finished with the purple. We're going to go ahead and lift this before it dries. And I'm going to take this out and you can look at him. Okay guys, I am back and we're going to go ahead and place, I'm going to pause you because I got to defuzz. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to lay this so it's coming what appears to be right off the horn, right down the edge. And we are just going to do that all in white. Very simple. I was going to do it multicolor, but I changed my mind. I think that just a little splash of purple at the top is perfect. There's a little bit that's kind of on the edge of the canvas right there. We got it. We got it. All right. Peel and reveal. I'm not so sure about using the canvas because it kind of leaves it fuzzy. Okay, I stopped my camera because it was about to shut off. And the canvas kind of leaves it fuzzy. And I'm not so sure I like that texture. And it is because I painted the canvas myself. Even though it has clear coat on it, but it is kind of nice. I like it. I like that pop of purple at the top. It did turn out really nice. And let me pause you and show you the other one. Okay, now remember that black that kind of goofed up and came out? I washed it off with a baby wipe. There this is. Whisper I love you to a butterfly, and it will fly to heaven to deliver your message. So there is that. I was going to drill holes in this and make this a board, but because it is so pretty, I can actually put something else on the back side and make this reversible and use it for more than one thing. And so there's that one. And of course, there's this one. And I will take pictures of each and put them in the video. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me. Sorry about the interruptions. That's the life of being a caregiver. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. And I'll talk to all of you guys in the comments below. Bye, everybody.